Howdee-haie guys, sorry for the delay in this September book wrap up, but I wasn't prepared for the sudden lack of internet, so that's why I've got a few late uploads. Anyway, yeah, as I said, this is my September wrap up, and I'm kind of sort of disappointed in how many books I read. As some of you may know, September is my birth month, so I was kind of really eager and ready to read because I thought, right, birthday, I'm going to ask for loads of books from people and stuff like that. And although that was the case, it kind of went against my favour because that meant, obviously, it being my birthday, I was overwhelmed with other things to do. I was really busy, so I didn't have a lot of time for reading. So there was they kind of like fought each other off, those two ideas there. So anyway, just so you know, I read 3 books. If you want to read any of the proper reviews that I have on Goodreads, I have the link down below. Also, some of these books I have done, well, 2 of the 3 books I have done a video review specifically for them, like in detail, so I'll leave them down below too and you can check those out if you feel like it. So without further ado, let's get cracking. The first book I read last month was Joseph Delaney's The Spooks Book 1, The Apprentice. Now this was a great book. This is one of the books that I have a full review on already. I'll just give you a basic summary. It's about a kid who's the 7th son of the 7th son, and he is going off to follow the profession of being a spook's apprentice, so he's getting rid of all the ghouls and monsters of the world. I thought it was really great. It also inspired a movie called The 7th Son, which I think is coming out next year. Awesome characters, awesome story, I loved it. Although it is aimed at a younger audience, I actually for once felt really enthralled and I really enjoyed it. The next book I read was not really a book at all, and it's Neil Gaiman's Coraline, the graphic novel, illustrated by P. Craig Russell. Video link to the review down below as well. So this is the second and last book that I actually reviewed video-y. If you don't know what Coraline's about, it is about a girl who moves home and she finds another world in a way that's kind of suiting her ideals. She enjoys going there more than her real life, and things just take up from there. I thought that this edition was absolutely beautiful. The images in it were perfectly drawn, absolutely perfectly drawn. A complete different version to what you'd seen in the Tim Burton film. As you can see, she doesn't look cartoony at all. She's very much realistic, and I think that added stupendously to the actual novel itself. The last book I read was a book I won on Goodreads probably a year ago, 2 years ago, a year and a bit ago, and it is The Iron Wolves by Andy Remick. It is book 1, The Rage of Kings. Now, I went into this not really understanding what was going on. I didn't know if they were going to be literary wolves or if they're going to be like wolves in spirit or anything like that, and I think by the end you kind of understand a bit more, but it is still, to me, confusing. It definitely throws you in the deep end. It's heavy all the way through, really violent if you're into that sort of stuff, gory, bloody. I loved the dual approach, like seeing different perspectives, and I've really noticed that recently I've been getting into books with many protagonists. I think it's great. I'm actually really enjoying that kind of book, that kind of writing style, so I'll be interested to go on to the second book. I'm not sure if it's a series or if it's just 2 books or whatever, so I'll have to find out more about that and maybe get back to you. But this was actually a great book. Was really confused throughout certain parts, but I think it should be clearer in the second book, if not by the end of this novel itself. So that was all I read for September. As I said, it was a bit of a slower month to what I actually thought it would be, but I got some good reads in there and I enjoyed them nevertheless. So maybe this month it will be a bit more fast-paced, a bit more books coming out. So yeah, I shall leave it at that and speak to you in the next video. See you later.